Hi crafters, this is Crafty Savvy and I'm here today to share a little something that I've been working on with all of you. This is nothing new. We've all seen these being done before. Actually, I was just recently watching a video by Shellie Geigle, I think it is. And she had made a bunch of tags, sort of vintage looking, and I just love them, so I tried some of my own. I've been kind of doing this on my own for a while as well, but never really showed any of the ones I did, but I got inspiration from her again, and so this is what I came up with. So if you guys want to, I'll put a link below to her channel, and you could check her out. She's got a really good sort of tutorial on that, so I'm not going to do that. But I just wanted to show you what I did. So there's some tags here. So really, before I show you those, what I did was I just went through my stash here of tags and found some that I wanted to use. So here's just some sort of craft color ones. These are 2.5 by 4 3/4 about. So not too big. But you could use whatever you have. Like I have these. I have some in craft color. There's some red ones. And I'd probably even use the ones that you get at Michael's in the packages. These are smaller. So I think I'm going to try those next. But that's all I did. I just went into my stash. I didn't buy anything for this project. And so the other thing I did was I just went through all of my bits of stuff. These are my lace trims. I recently have been getting a lot of lace trims from AliExpress. They take a really long time to get here, but some of their trims are really, really beautiful. So I used a bunch of those. This one's really pretty with the lace. Oh, I'm sorry, with the trim. More like a cotton trim. Like, they're really beautiful. So I used those, or some from there. I also had some extra bits of lace from Martha Stewart. I just recently threw away the package, so forgive me for that. But this is I think this is probably something a little older. But it came all wrapped up on here, so that's that. But anyway, there's a little bit smaller bits, so I used quite a bit of these because they seem to fit the size of tag that I was making. So I used trims like that. I used eyelash trim, white, orange. I have a bunch of different colors. I used some bead trimming, and let's see. I just went into my containers and found, this is like a, well, they call it diamond wrap, but you know that stuff. And some ones with sticky on the back, just whatever I had. So I just went into all my little containers and found some things. And then this is what I came up with. So I'll just go through some of the ones that I did. This one's kind of for Valentine's. So there's the tag. And then I just found some coordinating papers that I liked and put a layer of paper on top. And then I just started layering. I'm not very good at layering, so this was a good opportunity for me to practice that. So there's some of that Martha Stewart trim, and then I just put those little diamond flap thing, what do you call embellishments on the lace there. I cut out some things from some extra paper I had, attached a bow to it. And then these paper flowers I also got from AliExpress. Sorry about that, my kids are upstairs. And there's some of that Martha Stewart lace trim there and some more bling. And I just put a little ribbon on the top. So I thought they came out really, really cute. They were so much fun to do. I think I'm just going to make more. I don't even know what I'm going to use them for. But I will find something, maybe the front of journals, or here's more of a pink one. This is some seam binding for the little holder, some eyelash trim. I made a bow. There's some decorative paper under there with some roses on it. Some pearl trim there, lace. Another flower. I just took my distress ink pad to that one. I just kind of brushed it along just to give it the same, to make it the same color. And a little cutout from some paper. Put some bling around it, and there's another piece of that Martha Stewart lace. So that's one of my favorites. Very feminine, I think. And then this one I did a little bit more in the purples. So there's a white little hanger and a bow. And then the paper has some purples, and it's not really like a, I like to say fuchsia, but it's darker than that anyway. That's like a little resin flower. I also got those at AliExpress. So some lace trim there. That's some of that rosette trim. I had that for a really long time and never used it, but it was perfect for the. So I just actually, and some eyelash trim. So here's my big mess of, I wasn't going to show you this, but anyways, this is my box of sort of trims and things that I keep, you know, things that I've used, and then, like these are the ends and stuff. So just recently they were in a humongous pile, and I just sort of went through them all and kind of taped them all together. But this is really where I keep like odds and ends and of stuff. So there's some of that trim. I think I had some black, but yeah. So when I just need little bits and bites of stuff, I come in here and get what I need. So that's my atrocious box of ends. And so, okay, so then there's some more eyelash trim. This one's yellow and black. I love this one. So just put some trim on there. I did a little cutout. That's a little resin daisy. Says smile. Some pearl little picks, or I don't know what you call those. Some paper flowers and some more of that trim. It's so cute. Just love them. Kind of reminding me of spring, actually. So, and then this one is more in the brown tones. The brown flowers, paper flowers, and there's that trim, the more like cotton one I was talking about with the fringe. Super cute. And so easy to make. And some of them I just finished on the back with like a little cutout, just so you don't see that little, brown part there. Some of them it was okay, and then others, I don't know, some I just didn't like it. So, and that's that one. And then finally I have one in blue. This is my happy. There's some of that trim from AliExpress. And then here I just put some flat back pearls, the sticky. I use my glue gun for most of this. So again, I just went into one of my little bins, trusty little bins, and went through my pearls and stuff and found colors that matched, and that's what I used for that. That's the back. So that's it for the small ones that I made. And then I thought I would try making something a little bigger. So this is more of a decorative piece that I made for myself. So I did this one in sort of the oranges, or maybe like a salmon color. So I bought a paper pad, and now it's kind of far away. I can't get it, but it had some really cute papers in it. So really, I just made a tag myself out of some watercolor paper because it's pretty sturdy. And then I made, I found a coordinating cardstock, which I laid down there, and then I put the pattern paper on top. I punched an eyelet in there. Actually, I should have told you that. I punched eyelets in all of them. It just finishes it off a little nicer anyway, I thought. And that's it. So like I said, I put down the pattern paper. I found a little cut out from that this paper pad that sort of coordinated with it. That's all I could find. It says "You're the sweetest," but you know. And I had some of this that I got at Michael's one day. It was in the it was on sale. It really cost me nothing. Matter of fact, I got a few of them here. And the only reason why I got them, tell you the truth, was because they were on these wooden spools, because I didn't know what I was going to do with this stuff. But it matched, and I thought I would try using it. So this is how it came out. So I just kind of pulled the edges and frayed them a little. And I laid it down, and I thought it looked really cute. There's some gold trim there. I put a little bit of that orange that I showed you, eyelash trim just under there, just peeking out. I found some ribbon from that horrible box that I showed you. Some pearls under there. These are some flowers from AliExpress, and then these came from Michael's, I believe. And then, so same thing with this. It's this same fringe, except I folded it down and I frayed it a little bit. And this is actually just some lace that I also got. I'd like to say I got this at Michael's. It could have been Michael's or Home Sense. I'm not sure which, but anyway. So it looks very vintage, and it was kind of followed the same sort of color. And so I just laid that down there. So that's for me. There's little bits of lace there and some of that trim. So I thought that came out really cute. So I'll just hang that up, and so that's it. So quick share, just something really fun to do if you know you're kind of in between projects or whatever. It was a nice break for me between the journals and some of the other things I was working on. So go give it a try, and I love watching those videos out there on stuff like this that, you know, it's not particularly new, but you know, you do some things and revamp it and make it your own, and it looks just great. So really, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. They might be nice on the front of journals, like I said, or maybe just on gifts, who knows. And but we'll see. So I hope you guys are all doing well, and we will talk to you all real soon. Bye guys.